Thank you so much, Coach, for taking your time to talk to us. Another routine win for you at home. Maybe what are some of the areas that you think won you the game today?
Thank you very much. I'm actually not very happy about our game today, especially after our 2 quick tries. We scored excellent and very high tempo, high execution, on point. Everything went as if things are gonna go well. Somehow, somewhere, the guys dropped the ball and we started being complacent, and guys went into a shell where now they were playing individualism. But I think the halftime talk had a difference in it. But look, I'm very impressed with the likes of, now we brought Kubu back at 10. He's still trying to get back to his fitness. He's still really struggling, but our point of breakdown is an issue that we had to go and fix. It was a concern. I'm extremely happy with our kickoffs. It is one of the biggest work ones of the year, our kickoffs. But I think we must thank Jerome as well for assisting us in that department. Our lineouts were perfect, and you can see we brought in some variation plays, but we're still not precise in there. But I think all in all, eventually the bench, the bomb squad came in earlier than normal. But I think, for me, I suspect that we've got a 2-pack actually policy. We've got a shorter pack and a taller pack. I think we've been using the taller pack as an impact team or impact guys because of a certain game plan. But today we just wanted to chop and change that because last time we played Blad, they really came hard and they took us on the physical side of aspects. But I think today, I don't know where they left the physicality, but they're a very excellent side. They can surprise you in terms of they've got those quick taps. They're quite nippy. They get around the ruck, and they're quite exciting team to watch when they're on form. But I think, look, for any team traveling, that's why I keep saying, even when we travel as well, we don't produce the most impressive results because of the road and everything. I understand, but I think it's also a similar thing for them. But all in all, I'm very happy with our bomb squad. They executed the game plan very well to the latter, and we very excited to have our Suja players back. Mwanji had an outstanding game. Tanga is still getting back into touch. I mean, you know, he's not playing in the national team, so he's rusty, but you can see a class player of his nature, you can never take that away from him. His class is just above the rest. So I'm really impressed that for someone who has not been playing for so long, and then he can give us a few touches like he did today. I was impressed. So I don't know how long we have them, but I'll be extremely happy to have them longer. But yeah, we're working towards the right direction, but we understand also right now we are in the money part of things, where we're playing the top half of the league. So we really want to be ruthless when it comes to executing our game plan. We want to be ruthless in executing everything that we do.
Speaking of returnees, Tanga, Mwanji, some key players have been returning to your squad. Despite the good performance from the other players, maybe going into the crucial games, how does this weigh in your team, and how does this improve your team?
Look, no, for us, there's one thing I think I used to emphasize quite a lot in the past in our interviews, to tell you, we've got a selection process, you know, which also deals with when the international players come back, we look at actually first and foremost what position are we short of, and number two, they get the nod ahead of the others. But we're a family orientated type of team. So when you open a space for a national team player to come in, nobody is either number one sulking or but instead they're very happy. They help him with the new plays, the new ways of how we do things in a certain area. So you also understand that 7s and 15s, that's why they don't start as they come off the bench, because at least we want them to get the game open, and then they can at least work around the execution and their strengths, because now that's where they're really strong at, especially coming from a game of age of 7s, you understand? So it's just a normal routine for us that national team will come in, so they don't affect our game in any way whatsoever. Actually, they improve because they bring leadership, they bring unity, they bring experience from where they come from. So actually, for me, we are extremely happy when they make a return, because they bring a whole lot of experience and guidance for these youngsters that we have in the team.
So thank you so much, Coach, for your time. Asante.